everyone, it is Susie and I hope everybody is doing fantastic today. I have a couple of fun shares with you today. This particular one is the one that I really wanted to show you. I made this with AfterMidnightDesigns, a little Christmas kit she has. I actually had to, of course, manipulate the sizes, did some fussy cutting, so keep that in mind when I show you this little recipe tag flip book. So I made these, I believe last year I made some of these using some authentic paper. And so this year I wanted to make a couple more. We actually had a swap over at Sophie's Notes, and I had started one to kind of give an idea of what I was talking about for that swap, and so I finished it, got it completed, and wanted to show it to you as well. And then I just made a little fun little mini journal using a base from a journal that I actually purchased. And so anyway, let's get into it. So this is the one I kind of want to show. I made this kind of a grungy little recipe tag flip book is what I call it. And I've just got some stained little pieces of, they just look pretty grungy and raggedy, and that's kind of what I was going for. So there is that's just tied on a little O-ring. I get a lot of the O-rings from Dollar Tree. I mean, you can just get O-rings anywhere, so they're not hard to find. And so anyway, here is, like I said, I just fussy cut a lot of the images out, and I've resized them just to fit what my need was in this project. So here is one of the little images, and just did a little fancy stitching there, added some little crocheted trim there. Now I did leave most of the backs are blank for journaling or photos or whatever it is that you wanted to do on the back. I have left that. So here is one of the images as well. This is just a little tree that I actually cut out of the paper and added a little Merry Christmas label and just some fun Tim Holtz little stitching there and some of his words. And of course the paper dolls. And then I have put a recipe on the back and added another piece of the little label tape. Another one of the images from the kit, little holly leaf with some more decorative stitching. And of course the back is blank. This is just one of those little repair tags from the shop, and I've done a little Christmas tree stitching on it. And of course the back is plain. Here I've just added a fun little photo. Just copied it off on some stained paper. You can kind of see the blotches there. Kind of made it a little Happy Birthday Jesus. I'm sure that's what they're doing in the photo. And anyway, so that's fun there. Here is some of the paper. This is some of the kit's just paper, and I've just cut it out. I love the colors in it. Added just some of my vintage lace here, some more decorative stitching, of course my Tim Holtz labels. Here's just a little Merry Christmas cardboard coaster I've added in there. Here's a little fun little parchment paper round, and I've just added a fun little snowflake on it. And these are some of Sharon's snowflakes there. And I'll get that back up there. And some, of course, Tim Holtz paper dolls, a little tea bag in the back. I did add a little recipe to the back of that with a little washi tape. Here's a fun little layaway tag with some decorative stitching. I have those in the shop as well. Here's another photo. And then I love the stocking, another image from the kit. Added a little lace at the bottom. And I did put a recipe on the back of that one. And here's just some parchment with some you know, just some old vintage lace and such on it. Just add it for a little decorative piece. Here's another one of the little trees from the kit. And like I said, now I have fussy cut these out. They did not come singly. They're actually 2 trees, and I have just cut it out. And some more of the background paper from the kit. And there's another little image. I love these. I love these little images here. And then another little fun vintage photo. Here I made a little pocket with I purchased some new time cards, and I have them in a shop, and I wanted to use one. So I actually cut this down. They're long, of course, and I did cut part of it off, and then I made a pocket out of it. So I've got a couple little pieces of labels there. Another little Christmas bulb image from the kit. Some snowflake stitching there. Just a little fun, and I did a little collage on the back of that. And on these time cards that I purchased this time for the shop, they are one color on one side, which is kind of a bluish gray, and then red on the back. That's how they came. So here's another little tag from the shop I added there. And then here is another little collage. This is some of her digital, and then fussy cut in the tree. Just added my little paper dolls there. Made a little collage, and then the back is just plain. So anyway, guys, this kit is over at After Midnight Designs, and like I said, I will put the link to her Etsy in the description box, so be sure and go over and check those out. She has other, digitals for Christmas, and just so cute. She has a lot of cute stuff over there. Okay, so here is these I just simply made with the Tim Holtz paper doll and the Tim Holtz paper. I just cut out hats. I actually made a little boo-boo, and so I had to cover it over, and so I just covered it over with hats, and of course I gave them a couple little hats there. These are the Hobby Lobby hats, and I've just simply cut them down. I actually showed how I cut them down in a little craft with me I did a week ago or so. And here is another one of the little coasters. Of course, left this blank. There's my little boo-boo, so I've covered it over there. And there is that little coaster, just cardboard coaster. Here, now I did Mod Podge over these. I didn't in the grungy one, but I did Mod Podge over these little vintage photos. And I've added a little season's greetings there on the back of the photo. Here's a little recipe with a little collage. And then these are some little tags I bought some time back at a little craft fair. Another little fun vintage photo here. And a wonderful Christmas time. Those are, of course, Tim Holtz rub-ons. Here is a fun little collage using some Tim Holtz. This is a flower. This is one of the poinsettias that Sharon made. I do have poinsettias, I believe, still in the shop, but they're not variegated, on the edges like that. That was something she was trying. She was working on something, and I always get the misfits or things that she's trying and she doesn't like, or I don't believe she has any misfits, but she thinks she does sometimes. So anyway, that is from just one of her little trials, and she wasn't sure if she liked it or not. Here is some fun little collage with another recipe. I had this gifted to me, and so I wanted to use some of it, some Christmas. That was from my dear sweet friend Holly. Holly, if you're watching, that box was so wonderful. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the goodie box. There was so much in there. I just had to grab a little bit of something. And this is from my Holly box right here. This little pom-pom trim, and I wanted to use some of it. Another little vintage photo here. I just love those. And Making Spirits Bright is what I have put on the back of it. Here is some of this little receipt. I have this in the shop. And the winter wishes, I actually did black, and I didn't like it too well because you really couldn't see it. So then I took and went over the same thing, leaving the black just a little bit above. And so I got kind of like a shadowed effect, which I really like. Winter wishes there. So, of course, some decorative stitching and that beautiful little pom-pom trim. And then here is another little coaster. I just kind of put that coaster in between. Here is another little recipe with a little collage on it. Another fun little vintage Christmas photo. And we wish you a Merry Christmas. And then my last little collage for the back of the book. Right there. So anyway, and then of course all the little fun frou-frou here on the top. So anyway, there is that. Now these will be going in the Etsy shop, the little recipe flip books, tag books, and of course, you know, I'm not sure what I will name them, but this one will probably be hats, Tim Holtz hats flip book, and this will just probably be my grungy Christmas flip book, recipe flip book. That's probably how they'll be labeled, but you'll be able to know from just looking at them. So here is a little bitty Christmas journal that is so cute, little grunge. Now I have a couple of projects I'm working on, and I want to share with you guys where I found these little books. But I'm going to wait for the other video. Now I did not make the base of this journal. I purchased this, and like I said, I've got a video coming that I'm going to actually just share. And so it's got a little, and I can see that's fraying off. I'm going to have to fix that. But it's just got a little rusty safety pin there and some fun little things hanging off. There's joyful. I've got another little snowflake here hanging off. And the front, I've just used some little tags here. I actually got these at Target, and this is just a partial of the tag, and I actually cut off the top part of the tag. So it's North Pole delivery. Got this little vintage photo here. And here is the back. I didn't really put anything on the back. All right, so this little journal here measures about, it's about a 4, is that what it is? Yeah, about a 4 by 4. These here are, I'll go ahead and get them measured. They're about a 6 3/4 by 4, and I believe they're both about the same. Yeah, about a 6 3/4 by 4 is what they measure. So the little 4 by 4 here, this was so darling. I used the little photo corners. There's the front. And like I said, I did not make this journal, but I will share with you all as soon as I get finished with a couple of things I'm working on. Oh, I thought that was a pocket. That's a little tea bag. I will share with you where I've got that, where I've got these little fun books from. Here is Merry Christmas. Now these are just some tags. I purchased these tags, I believe, from Hobby Lobby. They were 50% off. They were like $2.99, and they were 50% off. So I got them for $1.50, and there was quite a few in the package. I can't remember how many, 12 or between 12 and 20. I can't remember, but I just stained them up and thought they'd be a cute addition to this little book. There's just lots of grunge in this little book. Did a little stitching on some fabric there. And then I've got this little pocket here, Winter Wonderland. And this is those little, these are those little Target tags, and I just coffee stained them. Tea stained my tea coffee blend. I put the little rub-ons, Winter Wonderland there. Here's just a fun little vintage photo. And this has Patty Pocket stains on it. Here's another little tag. I just used those Walmart tags that I had coffee stained. Here's one of the little poinsettias. And this is, of course, a time card that has been cut down from the shop. I just cut it down. Those just I placed in there. They're bigger than the book, but that's kind of what I was going for, just odd sizes. Here's a little Merry and Bright pocket with another little, this is a Hobby Lobby tag as well that I got on sale there. And I've just made that little pocket for it to set in. And here's a little tag also from, I don't know if this came from Hobby Lobby or Walmart. This may be a Walmart tag. It's a little snowman, and I have just added a little grunge to it. It was craft anyway, and I just added a little bit of the coffee on it. I think I just used plain coffee just because it was already kind of dark anyway. And then here, this is a little vintage, what they call an owl clip. I believe that's what it's called. Found these when we were out antiquing not too long ago. And they are pretty fun. So they're a little vintage clip that I wanted to include. Now this here tag is just one of those little Walmart tags that I have coffee stained. A brand new tag and just made it look a little old with a little coffee. It's a Wonderful Life. I just added that to this little piece of muslin here. And a little vintage photo I stitched around and put Be Joyful. Here are some little tea pieces in this. And then here is another little tag that I have made. This is just on an index card, I believe. And I added the little tag and some of the vintage lace up there. I love playing with those tags. You can just buy those brand new tags and make them look a little aged. Here is another little collage here with a little Christmas photo. And here is one of the little Tundex cards that Donna Little gifted me. I actually just made a little tag out of it. Donna Little does sell her stuff through her YouTube channel, so I will try to get her link as well put in the description box. And here is another little pocket with, of course, our little Target tag in there. Another little tag from Hobby Lobby. And another little Happy Holidays. I just added the little photo there on that. Added festive. And another little decorative stitching there. Another tag with a little owl clip there. I love how these tags came out. They just look so grungy. I absolutely love it. They got the little bit of foil on them. They're just fun. And then here's some fabric. Another little snowman. Now this one I really grunged up. But there's that little snowman. And then I have added another little pocket here with another Hobby Lobby tag. So cute. And I added the December 25th there. And then here is a little vintage photo. I've put Christmas time there. And then here is the front. I love that image of that little girl looking in the window. I believe this is in the download there from the shop. Baby, It's Cold Outside. And then here is another little vintage photo with the photo corners. And there is that little chunky 4x4 journal. So here is some more little Christmas ideas. And I almost believe I did a tutorial on these little flip things. I'll have to go back and look through the videos. If I did, I will put that link in the description box. But I almost think I did last year do that. But I could be wrong. Okay, so let's get to the Etsy tip for this time around. I want to talk about international shipping. International shipping through Etsy is really quite easy. It's not difficult at all. They make it where it's very, very easy to do. So I know a lot of shops are scared of doing international shipping. But don't be afraid of that. It's really quite simple. The only trouble that I have had with international shipping that Etsy, I think, could improve on is if I get an address in another language, like Japanese, something like that. They're the way they write, Etsy does not translate that for you. And of course, you cannot make the shipping label with a foreign language. So what I have found is, and I've only had to do this about 3 or 4 times the whole time I've had the shop. I could have remedied it real easy and just refunded their money, and just said sorry. I could have done that. And that was something that I had thought about doing. But then I took the address and I just copied it, and then I took it over to Google Translate and I pasted it. And I actually got a name, and an address that I could fill in that would work for my shipping label. So that is what I did. And then, like Japan, they have a prefecture, which I'm not sure exactly what that is. It may be like a region or something. So all I really do is I take what I would consider the town or the city, and I just Googled what prefecture is this city in, and of course I put the city that Google had already translated for me, and it gives me the prefecture. So it's very easy to figure out how to put the address in for Etsy to accept it. So don't be scared of international shipping. There are ways of figuring out another language even to get that label to work. And then I always put I copy an original address in their language, and I attach it as well on the package, so that if it gets there, because that is in English, and I may have not had it in the order that it goes for their country, at least they have something they can see to know what it was supposed to be. Because the address, the way they have it, I believe they have like a zip code first. And so you have to rearrange those things to make it in the label for Etsy to accept. USPS has to accept it in a certain form. And of course, there's a lot of time is kind of backwards to what ours is. So we have to just kind of go in and get it on the label in the state's order, the way the USPS will take it. And so it is kind of backwards, of course, like I said, to what Japan goes with theirs. So I just copy and paste that original shipping address in their language and just attach it, glue it on, or if I have a sticky label that I have printed it on, I just, I put it on there so that when it gets to that country, they can see exactly what that address was after it's been kind of manipulated to work on our label. So, or you can just refund them their money. So it's real easy to kind of solve that problem. But, Canada, Ireland, England, any of those places are very, very easy to ship through. Etsy makes it super easy for you. The only thing that you have to make sure is that your weight, whether it's 7 ounces, 10 ounces, 9 ounces, you just have to make sure your weight and your items that have to be listed, what's in your package, come out the same. That is the only thing. And you can manipulate the ounces to make them work. Now, that's something I do all the time. You just have to make sure the weight that the package actually is is the same as the items that you have to list on your custom slip equal the same amount. So guys, do not be scared of international shipping. It is, sometimes it's trial and error. If you have any questions, I don't mind you sending me a message. I will try to help you. I don't mind that at all. But it's very easy to do. And I do a lot of sales through international purchases. So if I did not accept international shipping, I would lose out on a lot of sales because I send out international all the time. So don't be scared of it. You can get a lot of sales that way. And, once you get one or two kind of under your belt, you won't have any problem shipping at all. You won't be nervous about it. So just keep that in mind when you, are thinking about if you're just going to keep your shipping in the U.S. or if you're going to expand out. So anyway, guys, that's the tip for today. And I hope that you have a great, great day, a great weekend. And I will catch you in the next video.